So, hi again, everybody. This is Vishal, as you know. So, I think I should start today only because this is very auspicious day, Ganesh Chaturthi. So, I think let's take the name of Ganpati Bappa and start it. So, I prepared some notes. What should I be discussing in the video so that it will make our way through this video very easy. Some sort of system will be there, some sort of synchronity will be there. I'll be not missing out something. That's why I prepared the notes, and I'll be referring to that every time I'll be discussing something. So I'll start with the very basic concepts of astrology. So before moving further into the video, I would like to make you guys I assume that you guys are really aware of the basics of astrology. You know houses, you know house lord, you are aware of the significators, the planets and all, how the system of astrology works. You guys know how to see the charts. You must be able to understand that okay, this is the first house, this is the second house, second lord goes where, fourth lord goes where. These things that I assume that you guys know already. So now it will be very easy for me to dive deep into the things. Sorry. So start with the very basic thing. House. We call it in Hindi bhav. Bhav means what is your intention towards that aspect of life. Suppose first house is you. People say that first house signifies you, your being, who you are. So in order to judge a person real intention towards his being, we must look into the first house. First lord is something which is moving. It is the planet. First lord is the planet which will govern the first house, the attributes of the first house, the attributes of yourself. Sometimes it is very important to analyze the bhav, bhavesh, this is the house lord, and the karakatva, this is the significator. Significator is also very important. As for the significator of first house is sun, significator of the second house, fifth house, 11th house and 9th house is Jupiter. Significator of 9th house is also sun when it comes to the matter of father. In the matter of the religion, in the matter of the guru, the significator is Jupiter. The significator of the third house is Mars, as we know. Fourth house, it's moon. Fifth house I have already discussed. Sixth house, sometime it is taken Saturn, but for injuries we can take Mars. Seventh house, it is Venus. Eighth house, it is again Saturn, governing your longevity and all. Ninth house I've already discussed. 10th house, people say there are multiple significators, but prominently Saturn is the one which governs the professional matters of our life. 11th house I've already told you. 12th house again Saturn. So we see second house, fifth house, 9th house, 11th house, the significator are Jupiter. Jupiter holds the major portion of our chart. Then Saturn, 6, 8, 12. Mars, Venus, Jupiter, Sun, they all have their significations. Now, so we'll start with this significator. What does this significator really signifies? What is this actually? So this shows how much things is there in our destiny. It shows our destiny, our fate. If the significator anyway got somewhere in between, is in the influence of malefics or get into the bad influence of some by any means, by houses or by planets, it means there is a problem in the bhag. You will not get that thing to enjoy. You will not enjoy those significations. So for example, somebody has Venus in the sixth house. I'm talking from the male perspective. Somebody has Venus in the sixth house. So what will happen? This person will always have the issue with the women colleague, the women thing of, you understand. So in relationships as well, they will have certain problems. They will be facing it because to enjoy such things, that their destiny is not allowing them to enjoy such things. Bhav, as I told you, is the intention, shows your intention towards the thing. Suppose the Lagna Lord goes into the fourth house. We generally see people are more attached towards their home. They love to remain at their home. If you will tell them that okay, now you'll have to walk away from your home, are you ready for it? They are not really ready. They are not really ready to go out from their homeland, home place. They may be attached to their mother, as these are the things that we generally know. But what I'm trying to make you understand is the part of the significator. Significator shows how much is there in your destiny. If something is denied from the destiny partner, it is very difficult to get it down into your being, into your physical manifestation, because nothing will be working then. Either you do remedies or do anything else, it is not going to working. It will not work. So significator is very important. You'll have to have such kind of understanding in your mind that when something is denied and when you can have the access of something. So as I told you, significator governs your destiny. It signifies how much you have got in your fate. If you have not got something in your fate, you will not get it. If only something is there in the pocket, you will grab it, or you will use your hand to pull it out from the bag or something like that. But if you come up with a blank bag or something, what are the things you are going to take out from it? Nothing. Even if you will I mean even if you will wiggle your hands into the pocket, fidget it, you will not get anything. Reason that it is not in the feet. So if any way or how the karakatva gets destroyed by any means, the significator get destroyed by any means, it is denied until and unless there are other major forces helping it out. But generally we see it. Bhav, as I told you, denotes your intention towards the thing, how you are going to react to something. This is the bhav. Suppose your bhav is deteriorated, it has destroyed a bit, it comes under the influence of some malefics. Suppose your first house comes under the influence of two malefics, so what will happen? So it will modify the health aspect of your being. According to the planets, the things can change. Bhavesh is very important. Bhavesh is of the prime importance among all these three. No, all three things, Bhavesh, Bhav and Karaka, significator, house and house lord, all these three things are very important. But Bhavesh is like you are moving, your Bhavesh, your house lord is moving, your Lagna lord is moving. This is basically, we say Lagna lord, it is moving. Understand? To analyze Lagna lord is very important. Sometimes it shows our professional field we are into. And when it connects to the 10th lord, Saturn, the possibility of its it's manifesting in our real life become really prominent. I mean, it has to has happened then. Like for example, if I'll tell you, I do not have any facility right now to make you guys visible, show you guys, but you can follow my word actually. So suppose you made a kundli. Suppose what will you make? Aries lagna you made. First lord is Mars, okay. 10th lord is Saturn, we all know. So suppose Mars is with Saturn in the 5th house in Leo. What do you guys think? What sort of profession this individual may be into? Any comments? You guys can comment in the comment box. If I have the Aries Lagna Kundli, the Lagna Lord Mars is in the 5th house, is with the 10th Lord Saturn in the 5th house in the sign of Leo. Leo is again, I mean, I'm not going to discuss it further, but you guys can tell me the possibility of the, I'm not going into the prediction part right now. I'm just telling you what is the possibility of profession, what are the spectrum of the professions that this individual can be into. I'm asking you this thing only, okay. So again, many times we come up with this problem ki how do we know that something is going to be manifested in our life and something not? Because there are multiple combinations in our chart. Some combinations get fructified, some even may not get fructified in your whole life. This also happens, and it happens most of the time that most of the combination in our chart does not get manifested in our whole life. We live, we die, the combinations remains the same, it does not manifest. Reason? Again, the affliction, the malefic influence, dasha, gochar. We'll go into it step by step. We'll discuss all these things. Again, today I thought of discussing these very simple problem. Does remedies work? Honestly speaking, I've never tried on this remedy part ever, so I cannot comment on it. But if you will ask me my perspective about the things, as I have told you, karakatva, significator, is if something is denied by the fate itself only, there is a possibility that remedies that you make may also not work. In some cases it may work. As I've told you, I have no experience of getting into this remedy part of thing, so I cannot comment. If there is some sort of affliction in the bhavesh, it can work. I have this simple thinking about it. I have not dabbled into it, so I cannot comment further. The second question I come up with this: is astrology a science, pseudoscience, or it is just a superstition? This also we need to understand very carefully. With whole our senses put into the concentration into this question only, we should be very attentive while discussing this, because this is again going to be very important, because we must know that the place where we are going to, the place where we are heading to, is it really worthy to be the part of that thing? It is really worthy to be the part of something which is not in the good, I mean, which is not seen as a very ideal profession. Ideal profession in the main means people deny astrology like we are the thugs. Simply, I'll tell you. So this question I would like to answer this way. If I talk about the signs, Scientists will tell you to observe the thing, to look the things, to discern it, to peel it off layer by layer, and then you will get to the very intricate system of universe. Scientists have dabbled into the atoms, electrons, quasi-electrons in such a manner. They started peeling it off like the layers of onion. So whether astrology can be called as a science, pseudoscience, or a superstition, I will not call it. I will not put it in any of these categories. The reason simply being that Jyotish in itself, as the name suggests, Jyotish, it is like a light, it is like a eye which will help you see the path forward. You understand? So I will not put it in the category of science, pseudoscience, or a superstition. It is just a system with which will access you this, which will give you this access to see the world, to see the future. Even not to see it clearly, but you will get some idea of what is going to happen, what are the probability of this event happening or not. So my simple take on this is that I will not put it to the put astrology in any of these categories. I will tell, just seek it. If there's something important comes out of it, just take it. And if we find something it is not working, just keep it aside. There's no problem in it. I'm just seeking. I also never tell anybody to be very adamant on the predictions a person make, because a human can go wrong anytime, at any place. Sometimes, while predicting, our ego works simultaneously, that okay, why this can't be true. And sometimes we have our own prejudices, we have our own biases, and we work, and we tend to see our chart with those biases. So we should be very attentive, we should be working on our own, on ourself only. We should be meditating daily, on daily basis, to get rid out of these problems of letting our ego be the part of our analysis. This should not be done. As I've told you, bhavesh, bhav, and karakatva. If there is affliction in bhav, you can sustain. If there is affliction in bhavesh, you will feel it physically. You will have some real deep problem, and which will remain, and which promises to remain throughout your life. If there is a problem in karakatva, I mean, with bhavesh you can manage it, with bhava you can manage it, but with karakatva you cannot manage anything. The last sentence you must be very attentive to. With karakatva you cannot do anything, because it is declared by the fate only, it is declared by the destiny only. So in order to analyze this thing, in order to analyze the every house, we'll have to look at these three aspects simultaneously: bhava, bhavesh, and karakatva. Then only we can. And also we must include the divisional chart also, especially navamsha, into our consideration while we are analyzing the chart. And if we do our analysis without D9, we are making a very severe mistake, a severe crime, I would say, in not guiding our client properly. And we all must adhere to this practice of analyzing chart with D1 and D9 both. So I think I made a mistake in this video actually. I mean, it is not systematic. It is not as I wished it to be, and I thought it to be, as I thought it to be. You know, but anything if you guys have got from this video, do let me know. I'll give you a thing for practice. At the last, I'll give you a thing for practice so that you guys can be able to apply whatever I have told you. Make a Leo Lagna chart. I have the chart of one person in my mind. Make a Leo Lagna chart. Lagna Lord Sun goes to 9th house, which is in Aries, Mars. And Mars is in the 4th house, in the Sagittarius. Now you will tell me, we analyze the aspect of father in the life of individual, what would be your comment on it? Okay, so if anybody is watching this video very seriously, you would have understood. Analyze the house lord, analyze the significator, analyze the house itself. And if there is a 6-8, 212, not 212 but 6-8 is the prominent combination, which will give some problem to the aspect of that house. Now I have given you the hint as well. Now you'll have to comment what you have got and what you guys really think about it. Leo Lagna chart, Sun in the 9th house, Mars goes in the 4th house in Sagittarius. Now you can tell me with respect to the father thing in this individual chart. Thank you.